Arthur and Elara, a bedtime story. Hello, and welcome back to my sleepy time. I'm Esther, and I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Tonight's story is about connection, about understanding ourselves, and about finding the courage to reach out to others. It's the story of Arthur, a clockmaker, and his quest for love. So, snuggle in, make yourself comfortable, and let's begin. I promise a soothing and engaging journey. In the quaint town of Silverstream, nestled among rolling hills, stood an old clock tower. It was a landmark, a silent guardian, and the heart of Arthur's world. Arthur was a clockmaker, a man who found solace in the predictable rhythm of gears and springs. He saw the world through a unique lens, one that sometimes made social interactions a challenge. His days were meticulously planned. Breakfast at precisely 7 a.m., work until noon, a simple lunch, more work, then reading before bed. This routine was his comfort, his anchor in a world that often felt chaotic. But beneath his love for order, Arthur yearned for something more, a deep understanding, a true connection with another soul. He longed to share his thoughts, his dreams, his very being. Across the street from the clock tower was a bookstore, owned by a woman named Elara. She was a whirlwind of vibrant energy, a captivating presence that drew Arthur in like a moth to a flame. Arthur was fascinated by Elara, but also terrified. He would rehearse conversations in his head, only to retreat back into the safety of his workshop, his heart pounding. One blustery afternoon, a gust of wind scattered Elara's books across the sidewalk. Without thinking, Arthur rushed out to help, a spontaneous act that surprised even himself. Elara looked up, her eyes sparkling with gratitude. Arthur, flustered, simply nodded and began gathering the scattered books. He noticed the titles: Cosmos, The Language of Stars, The Universe in a Nutshell. A spark of recognition flickered within him. "That's quite a clock tower you have there," Elara said, her voice like a gentle melody. "I've always admired it." Arthur, emboldened, began to explain the mechanics of time, the intricate dance of gears, and the connection to the cosmos. He spoke of nebulae and constellations, his passion igniting his words. Elara listened intently, her eyes wide with genuine interest. She shared her own fascination with the universe, her love for stories that explored the mysteries of existence. Arthur felt seen, understood, perhaps for the first time. From that day on, Arthur and Elara began to talk more frequently. He would bring her small, thoughtful gifts, a perfectly polished gear, a rare book on astronomy. Elara, in turn, shared her favorite books, stories of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit. She visited his workshop, marveling at the intricate clocks and the precision of his craft. One evening, after weeks of hesitant smiles and shared silences, Arthur found the courage to ask Elara to dinner. It was a monumental step, a leap of faith into the unknown. Arthur spent days meticulously planning the dinner. He cleaned his apartment until it sparkled, prepared a 3-course meal, and even practiced making eye contact in the mirror. When Elara arrived, Arthur felt a wave of anxiety wash over him. He stumbled over his words, avoided eye contact, and felt his carefully constructed facade begin to crumble. Despite his nervousness, Elara was gracious and understanding. She shared stories of her own life, her dreams, her fears, her vulnerabilities. Arthur, in turn, opened up about his social struggles, his longing for connection, and the challenges he faced in navigating a world that often felt overwhelming. Elara listened with compassion, reassuring him that his differences were not flaws, but unique aspects of his personality. She saw the beauty in his meticulousness, the depth in his quiet observations. Arthur realized he was falling in love with Elara, but he was also terrified. He feared that his differences would ultimately drive them apart, that he was simply too different to be loved. He faced a dilemma. Should he pursue this relationship, risk the messiness of life, and potentially face heartbreak? Or should he retreat back into the safety of his routine, the predictable world of clocks and gears? He thought about the steady tick-tock of his clocks, the comforting predictability of their movements. But he also thought about Elara's smile, her genuine interest in his world, and the warmth he felt in her presence. Ultimately, Arthur decided to take a chance. He knew the path ahead would be uncertain, but he couldn't bear the thought of losing the connection he had found with Elara. Arthur knew he couldn't continue hiding his true self. He decided to be honest with Elara about his autism, to share his struggles, his anxieties, and his hopes. He explained how he sometimes struggled to understand social cues, how he needed routine and predictability, and how overwhelming sensory input could be. Elara listened with unwavering understanding and compassion. She acknowledged his differences, but emphasized the positive aspects of his unique perspective. She shared her own struggles, her own insecurities, and emphasized the importance of understanding and accepting each other for who they truly are. Arthur felt a wave of relief wash over him. He realized that Elara wasn't judging him, but rather embracing him, flaws and all. Together, Arthur and Elara began to build a bridge of understanding. They learned to communicate effectively, to respect each other's boundaries, and to celebrate their differences. Arthur, with Elara's support, began to step outside his comfort zone. He went to social gatherings, tried new foods, and even learned to dance. They went on walks in the park, visited art galleries, and attended concerts. They built a relationship based on mutual respect, understanding, and most importantly, love. One day, Arthur took Elara to the clock tower. He led her to the top, where he revealed his special project, a clock unlike any other. It was a masterpiece of intricate gears, delicate springs, and hand-painted constellations. Each element was carefully chosen, each detail imbued with symbolic meaning. "This clock," Arthur said, his voice trembling slightly, "represents our love. It's a testament to the beauty of connection, the power of understanding, and the enduring nature of time." He turned to Elara, his eyes filled with love. "I love you, Elara," he said, his voice clear and strong. "I love your kindness, your intelligence, your unwavering belief in me." They shared a tender kiss, a kiss filled with connection, understanding, and a love that transcended words. As they embraced, the clock began to chime. It wasn't the usual hourly chime, but a beautiful, melodic symphony, a song of love that echoed through the town. Arthur and Elara had found love, not in spite of their differences, but because of them. They had created a symphony of hearts, a harmonious blend of two unique souls. Years passed, and Arthur and Elara built a life together in Silverstream. Their love deepened with each passing day, their bond strengthened by mutual respect and understanding. They married in a small, intimate ceremony, their wedding a celebration of their unique love story. The townspeople of Silverstream rejoiced, for they had witnessed a love that defied expectations and inspired hope. Arthur continued to make clocks, each one a testament to his skill and his love for precision. He also began to teach others his craft, sharing his knowledge and his passion with the next generation. Elara continued to run her bookstore, filling it with stories that inspired and connected people. She became a pillar of the community, a source of knowledge and support for those in need. Their love story became a legend in Silverstream, a reminder that love can be found in the most unexpected places, that differences can be celebrated, and that understanding and acceptance are the keys to a lasting relationship. The clock tower, with its intricate gears and its gentle chimes, continued to stand sentinel over the town, a symbol of their love, a testament to their journey. Arthur and Elara lived happily ever after, their love story a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who knew them. So that's the story of Arthur and Elara, a story about finding connection, embracing our differences, and discovering love in the most unexpected places. Close your eyes now and let the story settle in your heart. Feel the warmth of their love, the comfort of their understanding, and the peace of their acceptance. Remember to be kind to yourself, to embrace your unique qualities, and to never give up on the search for connection. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of understanding. And you are worthy of happiness. Thank you for tuning in to my sleepy time. I hope this story has brought you comfort and peace. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. And if you'd like to hear more bedtime stories and relaxing content, please subscribe to my channel. Sweet dreams, my friends. May your sleep be peaceful and your dreams be filled with love. Good night.